Welcome to the Photography News Show, where I bring you the best and latest news in the photography industry. Coming up today, we have a retro look camera from Nikon, new lenses both from Nikon and Canon, and much more. So, let's begin! Hey fellow photographers, it's Alessandro Carpentiero, travel photographer and gear expert from Italy, and I want to welcome you to episode number 8 of the Photography News Show. This show gets published every single Monday, so you should consider subscribing not to miss any episode. With that being said, let's see what's new in the photography industry. Camera news. In the past few shows, I've shared with you several rumors and leaked pictures of a retro-inspired Nikon camera, and this week it has been officially announced. It's called the ZFC and it's an APS-C mirrorless camera that brings the latest technology in a vintage package with a slower approach to photography. In fact, there are knobs for ISO, shutter speed and exposure compensation. That's quite a shift from the modern design we're used to seeing from Nikon. And I mean, this surely is a throwback to cameras that Nikon produced back in the days, but it also reminds me of Fujifilm mirrorless cameras, which have adopted this approach for quite some time. With the ZFC, Nikon wanted to create an everyday camera, small enough to always carry it with you and capture memories from your daily life. For this reason, this camera could work perfectly as a first camera to start out with photography, also because all the knobs will really help you lock in the fundamentals. Or if you already have a Nikon Z, the FC could work as a secondary camera, the one that, for example, you always take with you when you just go out for a stroll. Specs-wise, it has a 20.9 megapixel sensor, 4K video, hybrid autofocus together with eye detection autofocus, and a very convenient LCD flip screen. It's retailed a bit above $950, and you can pre-order it at the link in the description. Also, Nikon is selling special editions in different colors together with the kit lens, which you can only get on Nikon's website for $1,200. You can't go wrong with black, but also the gray version looks pretty slick to me. What about you? Which color do you like the most? Just let me know in the comments. Lens news. Besides the ZFC, Nikon has also released two new APS-C lenses that are proposed as a kit with that camera, the 16-50mm and the 28mm f2.8. They both are very compact and they perfectly pair with the ZFC. The first is the typical kit lens that can be used in a variety of scenarios, while the 28mm, which is an equivalent of a 40-ish mm, can be an interesting first lens to experiment with some portraits or street photography. Price-wise, they both come a bit below the $300 mark. So basically, you could get the camera with these two lenses for less than $1,400. While if you're a Canon shooter and you're looking for a great all-in-one solution for your landscape photography, Canon has just released the 14-35mm f4 for the RF system. The typical lens for landscape photography is the 16-35, and it's a focal length that I personally love. Still, in some cases, I wouldn't mind having a wider reach, and usually the solution is just to change lens, or if you don't have it, just be stuck at 16mm. I do believe going for a 14-35mm is a great idea that adds more versatility to your landscape photography, and you can pre-order this lens for $1,700. If I would shoot with Canon, I would get this lens right away, but as I use Sony, I hope that they will add a similar lens in the future. Lastly, lens manufacturer Tokina has updated its roadmap with 6 APS-C lenses scheduled to be released later this year and 1 full-frame lens. They all are prime lenses, and we have the 56mm f1.4 for Fujifilm, the 23, 33 and 56mm f1.4 for Sony E-mount, 2 undisclosed prime lenses for Sony and Fujifilm, and lastly the crazy 500mm f8. This last lens will be a mirror lens, and it's a technology that allows you to have a long focal length in a small package at a very cheap price. To give you an idea, Tokina already has a 400mm f8 in the lineup and it costs $250. so I'm really curious to see where the 500mm will land price-wise, but I do believe it's gonna be very cheap. Drone news. A few episodes ago, I shared with you a rumor about the upcoming release of the DJI Mini SE, which is supposed to be the cheapest DJI drone yet, with a price tag of $299. The drone was released a few days ago, but unfortunately just for selected markets, specifically Southeast Asia, Australia, Russia, and South America. DJI made it clear with a statement that they will not sell this drone in the US nor Europe, where the entry-level drone will remain the Mini 2. That's quite a bummer, as it would have been great to have a cheaper alternative. But I guess they didn't want the Mini SE to cannibalize the Mini 2 sales in those markets. Gimbal news. Chinese manufacturer Zhiyun has just released the Weebill 2 gimbal, which is an improved version of the previous Weebill S. It keeps the same form factor that improves handling and weight distribution, and it comes with an upgraded motor torque and core algorithm, which improves accuracy and stability. From the outside, the big change is the introduction of a 2.9-inch touchscreen that can be easily folded. That greatly increases the usability, as you will not need to use your phone to access all the settings, which can be quite frustrating. And the screen can also be used as a remote screen, but you will need an additional transmitter for that. It weighs 1.5 kilograms and has a maximum payload of 3.3 kilograms, with support for larger cameras such as the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. Price-wise, it starts at $549, and there are different versions to choose from based on the accessories you need. The most complete version, which includes the image transmitter, the focus motor, and the case, comes at $899. Pictures of the week. In this segment, I feature the most interesting pictures I've seen on the web. This week, we have a book called The City That Finally Sleeps by photographer Mark Seliger, which documented the streets of New York City during the COVID lockdown. New York is known as the city that never sleeps, and these pictures definitely caught my attention, as they show a completely different New York in an almost post-apocalyptic scenario. The project was founded by Sony and B&H, and the earnings will be donated to New York Cares, the largest volunteer organization in New York City. Weird news. The imaging world can be at times weird. This week's news comes from Shanghai, where there was a light show going on, but at some point drones started falling from the sky. That surely went off script, but it was quite a dramatic exit. Rumors. This week we have some leaked images of a new APS-C camera from Sony called the ZV-E10. It will have a body similar to the A5000 series with no viewfinder, and being part of the ZV lineup is made for vloggers. As of now, the ZV lineup just has the ZV-1, which has a 1-inch sensor and a fixed lens, so the ZV-E10 should be a higher version of it with a bigger sensor and interchangeable lenses, with a price tag of about $900. It should be announced in just a few days, so let's wait and see. That's it for today. I really hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Photography News Show. Which news did you like the most? Just let me know in the comments below. And if you've liked this video, please give it a big thumb up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your photography friends. I would really appreciate it. And remember, if you need help with your photography, I'm always here for you. You can DM me on Instagram at alessandro_carpentiero or email me at support@alessandrocarpentiero.com, and I will be happy to help. So, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one!